It's that time of the month again where we take a look at the top 5 competitive combos currently in the Beyblade competitive scene. I have filtered through all of the data from the WBO website for the month of February to give you guys the top 5 meta combinations that were being used, and also any honourable mentions that happen to make it into the top 20, so that you guys can have the best combinations going forward in your tournaments. Let's have a quick look at last month's top 5 combinations. So January's meta was our 2 honourable mentions, Nightmare 160 Low Rush and Impact Drake 960 Rush. Then we had Aero Pegasus 560 Level, Silver Wolf 970 Hexa, Phoenix Wing 160 Rush, Cobalt Dragoon 560 Elevate, and Wizard Rod 960 Ball. Will this change? I'm telling you now, it has for February. So for our honourable mention list, we have 3 bays that made it to the top 10 but weren't quite high enough to get into that top 5 meta. First up, we have Impact Drake 160 Rush, which placed 9 times in total in February. 160, obviously a low attacking ratchet, and Rush, one of the top bits out there. Nightmare also running the same setup, a 160 Rush. It placed a total of 11 times in the top 4 during February. And we have Aero Pegasus 160 Low Rush, which topped a total of 15 times during February. Low Rush being the new part that comes with the Impact Drake set. Drops it 1mm lower than Rush. Personally, I love Low Rush more than Rush, but they're both amazing attacking bits. Now let's jump into that top 5 meta for February. In 5th place, we have Tyranno Beat on a 160 Rush. So again, 160 being a really low attacking bit. That one side of the ratchet making it a bit off balance so you can hit those critical hits even better. Rush being one of the best attacking bits in the game. So much control, such hard hitting. One of my favourite bits. The 10 gears means that it can hit that extreme line nice and controlled. You're not as at risk of self-pocketing or self-KOing, but there's always enough power in it to get those pockets and get those extremes. An amazing combination. Tyranno Beat making its way back into the top 5 of the meta. Tyranno Beat placing 19 times within the top 4 during the month of February. Big showing from Tyranno Beat. Awesome to be back in the top 5. And in 4th place was Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf being one of the best stamina Beyblades available. The combination that it came up with most was 960 Hexa. 960 is probably the most burst resistant of the ratchets available. It's got really small protrusions, so it's quite hard to hit them and unlock them and burst them. Hexa being an awesome defensive bit, and it really does have quite a bit of stamina on it as well. It also has a bit of attacking power because you can get those recoil hits because it holds the stadium so well. It rarely gets smashed into the pockets or the extremes. The only issue with Hexa is if it gets knocked off balance or hits that extreme rail, it can tend to go a bit crazy. But Silver Wolf placing 24 times with this combination in the month of February. And in 3rd place, we have Phoenix Wing. Combination similar to what we've seen before, 160 on a Rush. Personally, I prefer it on a low Rush. I use my Coro Phoenix on a low Rush, but still amazing on a Rush. It placed a massive 36 times during the month of February. One of the first releases for Beyblade X, and still it is always topping in competitions. It's one of the best attacking blades out there, a staple for most competitive decks. In 2nd place, we have Cobalt Dragoon. Cobalt Dragoon has been 1st, it's been 2nd, it's hopping up and down. The combination it was most used on was 560 Elevate. 560 is a really well designed bit for Cobalt Dragoon. It lines up really well. It's got a good bit of weight to it. 60 is nice and low, and Elevate is just one of the best bits in the game. Still quite hard to get a hold of, but the way it's designed is where it lifts up onto the extreme rail. You get really nice control from Elevate if you can keep it calm, but also it has the potential to hit those pockets, hit the extremes, and it even outspins Wizard Rod on ball a lot of the time. So it's definitely one of the meta Beyblades. I can see this combination being in the top 5 for a long time. but we'll have to wait and see how CX changes the meta. Make sure to like and subscribe so that you can see if these new CX bays will actually make a difference in the meta. And in first place, you've probably guessed it, it is Wizard Rod on a 960 ball bit. 960, obviously, burst resistant, really good. And ball, one of the best stamina pieces about. It doesn't have a resistant band, so it can be a little bit bursty, but with Wizard's Rod's weight and the shape of it, it doesn't burst all too often. And ball is just a massive amount of stamina. It will spin for ages and ages. Rod is nearly perfectly designed. It's circular, so it's probably going to be the best stamina Beyblade available all through Beyblade X. It's just an absolute staple for any competitive deck. And if you guys want to get hold of any of these meta combinations, then head to Mall of Toys and use the discount code Beymac to get 5% off and free shipping in the US. Crazy deals. Head on over. Now that we've got our top 5 plus those honourable mentions, let's put them head to head in a tournament and see who truly comes out on top.
Right, tournament from the top 5 meta plus the honourable mentions. I put all the names into a chalong. I'll pop that up. They've auto-generated the brackets. First up is Kodar Dragoon with a 560 elevate up against a Night Mail on a 160 rush. 2, 1, go. That is a burst on Dragoon. 2-0 to Night Mail. 2, 1, go. That is 2-1. 2, 1, go. That is an extreme for Night Mail. Night Mail taking that first round. Cobalt Dragoon is now out. Right, next round is Phoenix Wing, a 160 rush up against Silver Wolf on a 960 Hexa. Right, next up is Phoenix Wing on a 160 rush up against Silver Wolf on a 960 Hexa. 2, 1, go. That is 1-0 to Wolf. 2, 1, go. To Wolf. 2, 1, go. Three now to Wolf. 2, 1, go. That's 3-2. 2, 1, go. And that is 3-3. 2, 1, go. Oh, and that's 4-3 to Coral Phoenix. Right, next up is Impact Drake on a 160 rush up against Tyrannobeat again on a 160 rush. 2, 1, go. 1-0 to Tyranno. One go. And that's 1-1. One go. Damn. Big burst for Tyranno. 3-1 to Impact. One go. That is 3-2. One go. And Tyranno takes that, and it's 3-3. 2-1 go. Oh, and Impact Drake takes the stamina finish. Next up, Aero Pegasus on a 160 low rush up against Wizard Rod 960 ball. 2-1 go. One 0 to Wizard Rod. 2-1 go. Wizard Rod, another spin finish. 2-1 go. And again, 3-0 to Wizard Rod. 2-1 go. And Aero gets pocketed. It's 5-0 to Wizard Rod. Okay, next round of the tournament, it is Phoenix Wing on a 160 rush against Nightmare on a 160 rush as well. 2-1 go. It was very violent, but Phoenix Wing with 1 point. 2-1 go. Phoenix taking 2 points. 2-1 go. And that's 3-0. 160 on these blades. Seems to be popping them out of the pockets, which is good. 2-1 go. And that's 4-0 to Phoenix. And next up is Impact Drake on a 160 rush again against the infamous Wizard Rod 960 ball. 2-1 go. That is an extreme to Impact Drake. 2-1 go. That is a burst to Impact Drake, so smashed Wizard Rod. And into the final, it is Impact Drake 160 rush up against Phoenix Wing, again 160 rush. 2-1 go. Nightmare to Phoenix. 2, 1, go. Oh, and that is an extreme for Impact Drake. 2, 1, go. And spin finish for Phoenix. 2, 1, go. Is back to 3-3. 2, 1, go. And a pocket for Coro. Such a slow, but here is your winner, my favourite Bay. Coro Phoenix wins this month's Better Beyblade tournament.
Right, that's it, guys. End of the video for this top 5 combinations. What do you guys think of them? I wasn't expecting Aeropegasus to drop off already, but it's cool to see Tyranno Beat jump on up. And Aeropegasus, Impact Drake and Nightmare are still hanging around there in the top 10, top 20. So soon enough, they'll be up there as well. The meta's not changing massively, but still interesting to see what is currently doing well. I only take the data from February, so these are the latest results you're going to get. That's it from me. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm on my way to 2,000 subscribers. I will catch you in the next one.